Hello, collective. This is June 30th, Tuesday, 2026. We're going to do a elements spread reading today. If you like this video or the content, please like or subscribe. Also, if you know how to hit the hype button, please do that for me. Help get this message out to others who might find help or usefulness for it. All right. So it's a simplified reading, where we start in the middle section with the self card, then move to the east house of intellect, the south house of sensuality, the west house of emotions, and the north of intuitions. I'll just cut this time here and draw for the first card of the self. We have the horse. The horse is each resembling the goddess, the land, and travel. So, in the self position, that could be meaning kind of finding beneficence or forward momentum. What going forward for you would mean, the best strivings, the best way looking forward, kind of is embodiment of that, of good energy and the goddess. So starting off of this in the self space is a good card to have there. We move to the east to the intellect, and there is the hind. The hind is, see here, subtlety, gracefulness, and femininity. So intellect would be kind of like, that's more of like a softness maybe behind the intellect of knowing what you know and being comfortable in that, maybe not having to be outspoken in the things that you know something, you could be comfortable keeping it to yourself. Maybe someone tells you some disinformation, it's not accurate, but you're like humble enough to say, like, I know that's not right, but I don't have to correct this person. I think that's maybe what this is pertaining to, with this being in the East intellect, that, knowing is better than like maybe necessarily needing to be right on all fronts. Sometimes it's just like, the truth, it's okay. You don't have to clarify it for somebody that won't accept the truth, especially. You don't have to, try to set them straight on something that they're not even going to set, or if they're going to hold the bar up too high for you. You could say, like, look, this is what I'm able to do. Like, I can't do it all, but I can do some stuff, kind of maybe having that intellectual boundary where what you know is good enough where it pertains to your life, with moving forward with the goddess energy too. So very cool, very good combination there with the horse and the hind. So in the south house, sensuality, we have swan. The swan is Ela, soul, love, and beauty. So what better animal card to find in the sensuality house than a swan? Soul, love, and beauty. That's an embodiment of gracefulness. Those are the things that are, better appreciations of being in tune with sensuality, being receptive to love energy. So the swan and sensuality, also very good, very, very positive. We have this light energy of all these. And you notice all of these are really embodiments of just a light energy coming through here. You can see in all of the designs there, it is picturesque of the light coming forward. Very nice. So in the west, we have the motions. The west house, our card today is Torque, the boar, and he is the warrior spirit, leadership, and detachment. So maybe kind of what the points I was hitting on upon the hind is that, having a leadership role or being able to move forward is maybe more important, to have the direction, to have the clarity of where you're going than to have like definitive correctness. Like be like, okay, this is not something that's approving, but something that's more of like I'm going forward with this. Like I'm continuing carrying through, going forward because I know what to do. I know how to sustain. I need to take care of things. I need to handle business. I need to take care of myself, my health, my hobbies, whatever, what have you. But torque embodies that you're not gonna like fall to the wayside just because maybe somebody would say like, oh, that's not how I would do it. It's very important not to listen to those voices sometimes where you have doubt energy of something, or like you could still kind of press on, still do what needs to be done for you. That's where torque comes into this. I think it really embodies that energy that keep striving forward, even though there might be those lingering doubts or those voices like being like, it might not work, kind of. You have the tools, you have the wherewithal, you should go for it. Okay, well, let's go to the North House of Intuitions, and we have a stag. The stag here, Dom, is pride, independence, and purification. So that really is like icing on the cake too for from the emotions from Torque, because we have not only that like leadership warrior spirit energy, but going into the intuition of being independent, being able to process, I guess is a good word too for the stag, is like you can go through maybe a detail of a lot of randomness, say just like a bucket or a box of just like random odds and ends, and you could be like pulling it apart and like, okay, this is what's necessary, this is what isn't, this is what we're going to discard. You could sort through all those things with the practicality to say like, all right, these are the things that we need for this event, these are the items that we need for the journey, these are the things that we definitely don't need and that we can throw away, like we can throw out and just be rid of because they're just kind of stagnating or getting in the way. The stag brings purification, brings the whole four sign house of this element spread into completion. Like I mentioned with that light energy, I think it's important to notice here too with the stag is like the sunset too. So it's like a closing end of things where, you know, the the morning, the coming day, dawn is going to be getting better. There's going to be more brighter futures. I don't know if that pertains for you specifically or if this resonates with you. I hope you get something out of it. But if there's parts that stuck out or if there's anything that resonates for you, just hope you like or take what resonates with you, leave behind what doesn't. Of course, that's basically what the stag would remind or have a good embodiment of that energy. Well, I hope you liked today's reading. I'm going to zoom out here. We'll take one more quick look at the spread here. You can take a look at here of the cards. This is today's elements reading. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one and have a good one.